The Nordic Ware Factory Store has everything for the cooks and bakers on your list. From stocking stuffers like cast bundt pan ornaments or a bundt cookbook to classics like the anniversary bundt pan or the sizzling steak server. Shop local at the Nordic Ware Factory Store and don't miss their cooking demos Friday and Saturday from 11 to 3.
It is time to eat. We're going to cook.
It is time to eat.
Okay, I'm delighted to be hanging out here today on this side of the studio. My friend on the other side of the wall, Paul Folger, loves to cook. He went to Russia a while ago, and one of the first things he did when he got there was go to lunch. Oh, how cute are you there, Paul? Apparently, they sat down to a shot of vodka, because that's what you do when you go to Russia.
Yeah.
And borscht.
Oh my gosh, it sounds like an epic trip already. So Paul brought those tasty memories and some borscht. He says he brought it back with him this time. He says it's hearty, it's warm, it's colorful, and he's here to show us for Monday night meal presented by Nordic Ware Factory Store. Hi there.
Hey.
Hi.
Okay, a couple things. Yeah. Love the little scruffy beard you have.
Oh, you like that? Yeah.
I like that.
Like maybe 6 or 7 days. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good look.
And this was a couple years ago. You were a little less gray then.
That's true. I was. It like all comes in at once. You know, and you're like,
It does.
Here we
Yeah.
go.
And secondly, are we saying it correctly? Borscht?
I think so. Borscht. That's how we said it, and and that's how we say it. And I was like, I learned to make this because it's just good memories. You know, I was like, oh, that was great. We sat down. They gave us a shot of vodka, and you're like, all right. I'm in.
Yeah.
And then we had soup, and then they started making. But after that, then they sort of went to traditional food for Americans. So
right.
It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
So we were like,
no, give me
well,
what
this
you
is
guys
fine.
eat.
So anyway, I wanted to make this, guys, for you, and it's pretty easy, but there's a lot of chopping and some things like that. So what you might want to do is start the day ahead and kind of get things ready to go, and then you can put it together. So there's 8 cups of stock. There is a pound of sausage. I just use like Jimmy Dean sausage in there. I fry it up, set it aside. Then you put in your stock. You put in
chicken stock, beef stock,
chicken stock, beef stock, either one that you like.
Sure.
And then I put in 3 medium potatoes, and I've already got that kind of going over here.
It smells wonderful.
Yeah.
So that's already in.
Okay.
Then we've got a medium onion, and Leah, I'm going to let you stir
Let me stir this out. Yeah, well, let's not burn your onions.
Yeah.
Ooh, they're getting all caramelized.
Yeah, they start caramelizing, and then Ben, if you could take that tomato paste, that's just your small like 6-ounce can of tomato paste. That's 3/4 cup of water. You're going to put it in there.
Okay.
Okay, and then you just want to stir it up. Okay. So, and as that's going along, then you have 3 large beets.
Did you boil these beets yet?
So these beets are raw.
Okay.
Okay.
And they're not canned. These are fresh beets.
Nope, these are fresh beets. I peeled them and then I just chopped them into cubes. And that's something you want to do. Make sure your potatoes and your beets are sort of similar sized.
All right,
so you
great.
drop in your beets. Okay. So this has cooked about 15 minutes, and then you want to put your beets in and cook another 15 minutes or so.
All right.
Okay.
Stir that up.
Good thing you do that nice and slow.
Yeah.
You don't want to splatter everywhere.
Okay.
Right. You don't want to make too much of a mess. So what's going to happen is this is going to start turning very red, which is great for Christmas.
Beautiful, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, sure. Very festive.
If you make this next Monday, your company's starting to come in. It's something that people can do, and you can see it's already starting to turn red right there.
And it's got a great earthy smell to it, too.
The beets have that earthiness to them, which is great. So, and what's going to happen is as this cooks, the color is going to start to come out of your beets just a little bit, okay?
Okay.
So you're going to add your carrots in there.
Okay.
So that's 3 carrots shredded, and a teaspoon of sugar.
Interesting.
You're going to have some tomatoes in there. And then this is 3 cloves of garlic, just ready to go, like that. And then I'm going to take this, Ben. And
my little concoction
this is
that I made.
your tomato paste and your water. And you just put it in with your onions.
So far the nice thing is, even though this is like an authentic Russian dish, this is all very common ingredients.
All of this stuff comes right out of the pantry. I mean, you can get all this stuff at the grocery store. You run, you get it, and you're good to go, okay?
Okay.
So you stir this up a little bit.
Your onions are going to flavor that sauce a little bit.
Your onions, you let them cook a couple of minutes, and then you're going to go ahead and put all of this in your big.
So all of this sort of is like cooking separately, then at some point in time gets reincorporated back into one bigger pot.
Our 15 minutes has gone by, we would think, and then you would put this in and you stir it in.
Okay. And that's to let that flavor just sort of seep into everything, right?
So I made this this one pot here yesterday, and so I let it cook for about an hour after I put it together. There are 8 ounces of diced tomatoes.
Okay. Is that just one can?
That is half a can.
Oh.
Okay, so not quite the full.
Yeah, it's about half can. So you go ahead and put that in. Kind of salt and pepper as you go, and then once this cooks, so this is going to cook again, your 20 minutes or so. Then you want to do cabbage.
Okay.
This is shredded cabbage. This is half head of shredded cabbage, and you just dump it in like this.
So it is really nice. This is basically, it's kind of a one-pot meal.
It is one pot. It's very hearty, and you stir it up, and then you just put the lid on it and let it. Yeah, cook up right there, and it comes out in this beautiful red.
Yeah, you guys see the color of
This
this
is so
thing?
pretty for Christmas.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
It's great. You drop a little sour cream in there, okay, a little bit of greenery, whatever.
Yeah, little greens.
And, and you just want to flavor it for salt and pepper, whatever you think is in there. But
This is great.
Oh my gosh. Paul, I had no idea that this was going to be this good.
It's delicious.
It's really good. People say, well, I don't like beets. I don't like beets.
No,
well,
it's not like that,
You gotta
do
try
them right.
There's a lot of potato in this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's kind of like a red potato soup almost, with some beet flavor in it.
And the beets are very good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very healthy dish,
Yes.
and it's not maybe as strong as you think it's going to be.
No, not at all.
It's very good.
mild, but it just has that warm sort of Christmas kind of feel to it. And,
all right.
And I think it's just a fun thing to make.
Yeah.
Thanks, Paul.
Paul,
All right, let's go do news in a few minutes, okay?
Yeah,
All
this
right.
is
All right, I'm gonna eat your
fantastic,
soup first.
and I need to comment too. Your little paddle there, that's an extra long
This?
wooden spoon.
I know.
I love how that's like. You can get stuck out on a little ship and just like just paddle yourself in.
You could row yourself.
You could go
right
all the way to
back
Russia.
home.
All right.
All right, you guys, this recipe post on TwinCitiesLive.com, and big thanks to Nordic Ware Factory Store for presenting our Monday night meals.
We've got a link for Paul's monthly magazine, Always Tasteful. You can find all these recipes, decorating tips, and fun little ideas from Paul. We've got a link for that online as well.
It's right in there. Just drop your email in there. It's free. It comes out on the 1st of every month.